right behind you. And this person is called Malang Umar Mustafa Kutawa. Yes, I'm picking you like this, and you're joining the panel. Thank you very much. Thank you. You think I'm going to escape you? You're going to escape today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. You're guessing who the next person is, right? Right? Are you all guessing who the next person is? Fine, it's good to guess. Well, you don't have to guess much because I have the person right in front of me. And he's trying to dodge my eyes. But then that's not going to happen. Please put it together for Abakar Al-Mohandes. Good. Now the last member of the panel, right? Who do you think it's going to be? Who do you think it's going to be? Why will I be? I'm already talking. Please, that's it. In fact, I was looking, one of them ran. I know she left because I saw her before and I can't find her now. It's supposed to be 2 male, 2 female on the panel. But thank God she ran away. Well, wherever she is, get me Salma Ahmad. I don't care where she's staying. Go find her for me, please. And for the host of this panel session, he's thinking that he's safe because I didn't call him to be one of the panelists. Please put it together for Ali Bugaji, who's going to be the host for this panel. Don't let him go outside. Please, come up here. Yeah, he's trying to run away. But I told you it's going to be an anonymous panel. So please, you are the host. Please get one more chair for him. It's two female. One of them left, and I don't know her name, luckily. So the other one is here. Thank God. So please, Aliu, do you want to do your hosting standing, or you want to sit with them? You're going to host them. You're going to host them. I'm not going to be the host. Sorry, nobody is leaving. Aliu, please join me. Please put it together for Aliu Bugaje. Yes. Thank you.
All right. They said the panel is random, so I can ask whatever, right?
Yes. Something that was come up. A lot of ideas in
Well, good morning, everyone. I hate to be put on the spot, but Khalil managed to do that very well. I've never seen a panel where the moderator sits at the end, but since this is an irregular one, let's just proceed. So, Malam Umar, I would like to begin by asking you a question that in the contemporary conversations we have nowadays, it's concerning blockchain development, Web3, and artificial intelligence. As we are aware, whoever controls the infrastructure around ICT basically controls everything. What I mean by that is basically everything comes off of data centers, as we all know. So whenever there is a tech space happening, right, always there is going to be a conversation around blockchain, Web3, or AI. How do you assess our readiness in Nigeria to adopt these emerging technologies and actually achieve something with it?
Hello. Okay, I'm audible. So hello everyone, thank you Bugaja for this. First to thank Khalil for impromptu panel. I just come to listen to great speakers and now I've been put on the spotlight. So back to your question, the readiness of Do you mean Nigeria or Katsina? I think it's our country.
Nigeria.
So I'll start with a country as a whole. I believe we are going through a transformation when it's come to the readiness in terms of adoption of technology, especially the blockchain and AI. If you look at the programs that is going around in the country in partnership with Google, in partnership with Microsoft, you see we have never been at a time where we train a lot of people and see a lot of startups coming out of Nigeria that leverage AI to solve problems. We might not be where we want to be, but I believe we are on the right direction, moving toward the direction that are building the talent. Because me, I am a firm believer of if we have the technical talent, we can build anything. Because all the countries that we think are at certain level when it's come to the development, actually it's built by humans, not aliens, right? So that's why I think having this foundation layer of knowledge where we are building our technical talent, I think it's positioning Nigeria and Katsina and the northern Nigeria to be ready for adoption of these technologies and to get what is in it. And luckily we have people like Notino on the panel who are trying to domesticate this kind of learning into local language. Because initially we thought, yeah, okay, we have all these things, but language is a barrier. So now it's in our languages, and people are really grabbing it. And I think we are moving in the right direction. We won't be where we want to go, but we are moving in the right direction, especially with the talent being built. Yeah.
Perfect. I want to just drift away from tech for a bit. It's draining, honestly. Uma, let's move to one of the very important issues to you, which is feminism. A lot of people would say that feminism has run its course, that there are equal opportunities now, and basically no more oppression, or it's at the barest minimum. Let me ask you, what is the cause for concern for Nigerian women and adolescent girls?
Well, there are so many factors and so many issues when it comes to equality in Nigeria. But one thing I'll pick and speak on right now is, like you mentioned, equal opportunities in the workplace. So many people are of the opinion that women are actually favored more than men, not just in the workplace, but in all spheres of life. And they give examples such as that when you get on a bus or public transport, that a man will give up his seat for a woman, or that when you go to withdraw money at the ATM, that men will let the woman go first, especially if there is a long queue. But those are not the things that we're supposed to look at, because those are minor things. When we talk about equality in the workplace, we're talking about things such as equal pay, one, and not just in Nigeria, in the entire world, globally, we still face issues such as women having the same jobs as men, but not being paid the same amount of money, one. And then when you also look at the fact that their relationship with men in the workplace, it's different from how they relate with women. A common thing that people say is that you have a woman in a workplace and she's much more mean than a man. It's not that she is mean, it's just that she has to work twice as hard to be accorded the same respect as a man. Because a man can come through, and order another man and say, oh, I need you to do this and that. But when a woman comes in and makes that same request, she's seen as mean, she's seen as being rude, when in reality, he just doesn't want to be ordered to do something by another woman. So we can look at this from different perspectives, but we women that are actually in the workplace and we see these things, we see other men respecting their fellow men more than us, we know what we experience. So that's all I have to say about this.
That's thought-provoking. As you could probably guess, a lot of questions came up to my mind as you're speaking, as this is a topic that's very important, especially in the Nigerian context, because we are seeing a wave of increased women participation in workplaces. And honestly, a lot of us, especially in the north, that we are very conservative here, do not have any idea how to relate, not basically no idea. I mean, it's not the usual occurrence to be working men and women in the same workplace. We are adapting and changing to the system, and some people do not even know how to relate with their co-workers. It's not simply, I think, about not respecting women as much as men. It's about not, I don't think our staff are taught well enough on how to interact and what to avoid, the proper things to say, and the proper way to approach. I don't want to dwell on this, but I will also ask you that, don't you think there is a level of participation or indulgence that a woman cannot be able to give as much as a man? For example, time, traveling to some specific locations, and etc.
Yeah, of course. First of all, we have to look at something. We have to look at maternity leaves. Okay, you have married women in workplaces, you know, and when they're pregnant and they're about to come to term, they will take a maternity leave. But if you look at other developing countries, they also give the father a maternity leave so that he'll be able to help the wife to go. So yeah, we might not be able to sometimes dedicate the same amount of time, but I'm sure there are other ways that we can come through. And what about if we're saying pregnant women can't dedicate the same amount of time as a man? What about other women that are not married or they're not pregnant? Should they not be given the same benefits, accorded the same respect as the men who are doing the same job as they're doing? We can't say that. So yeah, I think that sometimes we can't put in the same amount of time, but the ones who actually do should be given the same benefits that the men get.
Thank you. Nathino, as a private player in the tech industry, what would you say is the role of private organizations such as yours, apart from always seeking funding from the government to execute projects? How do you think corporations and individuals like you can give your contribution to the digital transformation across the country?
Thank you for that. I was hoping that you should ask me a question that I'm more comfortable with. I think the last time I had this anxiety of waiting to be asked questions during my exams. So I just typed in ChatGPT of how should I approach this stage, and I was told that I should smile at you guys. I hope it's working. So I think as a private corporation, our roles in giving impact, right, and also making our own contribution in the digital economy, I think it starts right from why you start what you're doing. For example, me, I was a student here at Al-Qalam University studying software engineering, and I found out that most of my colleagues are finding it difficult to understand what was being taught for us in the classroom. I organize tutorials for them, explain things to them in our local language for them to understand more and all that. So even before going to the making it as a private sector or as a startup, I already started my own contribution, which is trying to impact their lives and also impacting the knowledge to them. So from there, okay, we now transformed from being just me teaching them to a startup where tutors around the community and even international tutors can also provide courses, and we translate those courses to native languages so that people can now get access to it. So we started with our pocket money, with everything that we can to make it work, which we did not fully depend on getting funding from the government or any organization. All we are doing is what we call rabakava. So you are doing things your own, whether with the support or no support, you are still doing it. And if you get the support now, it becomes more of a fuel for you to even do more. So I believe we play a crucial role, especially with most of the key players in the ecosystem when it comes to connecting with hubs, connecting with governments, connecting with other people to see how we can make the impact. So it's not just about the money. Yeah, money is involved, but in the long run, what is the impact that we've also made from our own part? I hope that answers your question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's an excellent response. So I think I can round it up with this question. Speaking of women participation, digital transformation, as well as talent creation. Mala Umar, if you look at the statistics, you'll find that roughly 50% of our population is not participating in the economy, roughly. We always speak about women participation, solutions designing, and as well as talent creation. And you are the community manager of 3MTT in Katsina. So I just have a few questions to ask you to round this session up. Number one, are we focusing on the wrong talent? Number two, you have declared that you want to train 3 million new talent in Nigeria. How easy is it? How obtainable is it also to get 3 million new talent in the pipeline in Nigeria? And number three, what do you think the future will be for our young girls and women in the overall digital economy? Thank you.
Okay. First, I'll correct you. I didn't say I will train 3 million people. It's my boss, Dr. Boshinto Jan, who said that, and I'm working for him to make sure we achieve that target. So, when you're talking about the statistic, I'll tell you something. The people that builds one of the most strongest ecosystem in the world, not in the world, sorry, in Africa, it's Lagos, right? Are not up to 10,000. The people that build everything from ground zero, they are not up to 10,000 people. So to answer your first question, are we targeting the wrong talent? I would say no, because programs like 3MTT, it's government program, and it want to accommodate everyone. So the people that come, some might come with wrong intentions, maybe to just get computers, to get funding, to get money and go away, but still we find people that stay and already they started their journey. We had a story of proprietor who she even graduated but never used computers, so and now she's building a startup. So you see, we are not targeting a wrong talent. And the 3 million target, why I report to you the statistic of people that build Lagos ecosystem is that even if you train 3 million, 3 million are not going to stay in the digital workforce. So let's assume only 300,000 people in Nigeria stay in it. 300,000 is more than enough for Nigerian digital workspace. We can even, that's why 3MTT is designed not only to serve Nigerian digital economy, but to serve and outsource. So Nigeria will become not exporter of talent, just like India and other countries like that. So that's the goal. The goal is to train enough talent for Nigerian economy and to export other talent so that we create more stream of income for Nigerians and the digital economy become so vibrant. I didn't get your last question, sorry. You so yeah, basically that's it. And okay, your question is, it is obtainable. So, and the participation of women in this space. So we trained 3,000 in Katsina, and it will surprise you to know that more than 50% of that people are women, and these women are more engaging, more attentive, more encouraging to even support them more than the men that are in the program. So I think if you look at the report we released last year, the Katsina ecosystem report, we understand there is more less participation of women. But from that time to this May, the 5th May of the year, the 5th month of the year, you can tell from the people that pitch at Ario Tech Fest, from the people that engage in Katsina program, women are participating a lot now. I don't see the marginalization anymore. I don't see that low line between men and women in ecosystem in Katsina anymore. So women are participating, and they are one of the most encouraging to support. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, I wanted to round up, but it's just beginning a little bit interesting, and if you can indulge us, please. Especially Umar. A question just crossed my mind as Umar was speaking. He did mention that more than 50% of the workforce they are training in Katsina, or the talent they are building in the pipeline, are women. So what I want to ask you is, these are not some things I hear women complaining about. Do women only complain when or do they only love jobs that are not as menial as maybe you only like working in posh office spaces, maybe in tech industry, but they don't? Do women complain when there is no equality